and thank you. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, where a ticket will be punched to the NCAA tournament 2 hours from now in the ASUN, where the matchup is top tier. The two best teams in the conference today. 1 seed Lipscomb at home, a sold-out Allen Arena against 2 seed North Alabama. You're watching ESPN's Champ Week, and a trip to the dance on the line. Away we go. North Alabama starts with it in the road blacks. You mentioned Jakari Lane. He is their best player, 17 a game. His old high school teammate, Tate Fields, was blocked by Charlie Williams, and it will stay at this end of the floor.
It's an important matchup. Tate Fields is a junkyard dog. He's on the money. Good timing on that double there.
Big thing to watch. We saw more doubles on Fields in the second meeting between these teams. This is Daniel Ortiz, 2 in black, playing with a big wrap on his left hand that he injured in the semifinals. Fields turns it over, and we get our first look at Lipscomb offensively. We told you about Ognacevic, the player of the year, and then the backcourt, Will Pruitt and Joe Anderson, both all-conference guards who are old and they are tough. Corner kick, and Jossie Powell sticks a 3. Veteran off target from in close, and the Bisons have it after the first bucket from Powell. Both teams 14-4 in the regular season, but Lipscomb got the top seed. Ognacevic buries a 3. What a start for Lipscomb at home.
And that's what makes him so tough. At his size, to face up and shoot, he shot 49% from 3 in conference play. For a 6'8", 220-pound dude, he has really lit it up from 3.
Lenny Acuff told us pregame, when he's hitting threes, Ognacevic takes them to another level. Cornelius Williams muscles it in, and he can't knock it down. The junior, a transfer from William and Mary, who has stepped into a starting role with the injury to Dylan Faulkner in January. Ortiz gave it up for Lane, 17 a game, and he's got his first bucket.
All 3 levels, shooting the ball really well from 3. He's dynamite in the mid-range. I think there, a little bump, let him feel him and forced a tough shot from 2.
Lane, a deep one. Couldn't knock it down, but an offensive rebound from Will Susi. He's played in the program record 150 games. He made the cut. Little floater drops down, and we're locked at 6.
You got to be an active
fifth-year senior for this veteran team for Lenny Acuff. Ognacevic will face you up, trying to drive on Fields, physical again. Powell slashes with the left hand, got the roll.
There's a Princeton-esque flavor to the way Lipscomb plays.
Here's Pruitt, second team all-conference, drive and dish. Anderson up top for Williams. Nearly walked with it, looking for the post entry. Dante Bacchus in off the bench, matching up with Ognacevic, who's pure.
They are being real physical with him. Haven't run a double yet. They're just relying one-on-one to try and be physical. But that's the versatility of Ognacevic's game. Just so tough to stop.
The ASUN Player of the Year playing like it so far. Lane was a candidate for that, and he answers right back. Couple of buckets for Jakari Lane.
You got to show multiple bodies to Lane. One body's not enough. He's got to see multiple bodies plugged up.
Williams steps out and knocks down a 3.
Williams' minutes have gone up progressively over the course of the year, and that's what he's doing really well of late. 6 of 11 from 3 in their last 4 coming into this.
Lane on the drive with a teardrop that rolled off. Lipscomb pushes up by 5. Pruitt head of steam, got fouled by Will Susi. Will Pruitt's at the line for Lipscomb, 79% this year, and he is in Miami with the likes of Frank Martin. And things are so good in Florence, the student section.
Stick job.
Daniel Ortiz just drew a foul. A culture so good, a guy like Ortiz transferred away last year to UAB. Boomerang transfer back to North Alabama because he wanted in on this. Dante Bacchus is good in the mid-range, and a much-needed bucket for North. Shot clock winding down, and Bacchus had it rim out, but an offensive rebound for North Alabama. Ortiz, tough shot, another offensive rebound, this time Fields. Bacchus on the drive, and it's a blocking foul called. They get it on Jossie Powell.
And they're a volume 3-point shooting team. About half their shots and 2 misses.
Line in the country. Anderson initiates. Can't knock it down from deep, but Pruitt, an offensive rebound. Powell fires and connects. Off the bounce. Probes. Now up top, Powell. Here's Anderson. 20 plus over the last 5. Anderson connects. In, too strong off the window. Battle on the boards, and Susie secures it. North Alabama in dire need of offense. Lane off the bounce, took the contact and got it to go.
Issue, what a finish through that contact.
Lane, who told us yesterday, under-recruited kid. Good hands from Cornelius Williams, just back into the game off the bench. Lane in transition, good catch by Williams. Underneath for 2 more.
What a pass, and a nice job by Williams getting down there early, running the floor, finding his angle, his position, and then a dime from Jakari Lane.
Cornelius Williams, who started his career at LSU, averages nearly a double-double. Anderson to the corner. White knocks down a 3. Only 32% from 3. No double came. Fields passes out of it for Jefferson. Off the shot fake. Susie attacks on Williams, side of the backboard. Offensive rebound, Fields. Lane hoists, and he hits. Jakari Lane has stepped up, and he's got 9.
Coming into this game.
That hit 39% from 3 in league play. Best in the league. Lane kicks it out for Jefferson. Jefferson attacks. Low floater rolls for Cannon Jefferson. Sophomore backup guard from New Rebound. Lipscomb's lead was as large as 11. North Alabama has cut into this. Jefferson triggers and connects. Cannon Jefferson off the bench. Makes it a 12-3. Anderson, third-team all-conference behind the back. Kicked it out for Powell. Switch from Bacchus. Shot clock at 5. Powell pulls. It gets the roll. Jossie Powell from 3.
Little home cooking. Playing these games on home sites. You get a little bounce like that.
How good is this? We've seen both fan bases dripping with energy in this one. Bacchus got fouled underneath.
Our campus is here, so it deserved a lot of thought and commentary, and
We move it to a neutral.
yeah, if you're going to do it, you want to do it for some really good. To see them do what they've done is thrilling.
Ognacevic draws 2 on the baseline. Exit dribble, nearly turned it over to Fields. Shot clock winding down. Anderson got fouled by Tay Fields, so 3 coming for Joe Anderson. Here in this first half of a tightly contested championship. 8 on 8 threes. Semifinals went for 25.
With a tremendous IQ, and you can see what he's done. I mean, it's just been on an absolute.
Told the old high school teammates with Jakari Lane, so Fields transferred in from the Division II level out of Missouri Western to join North Alabama. Susie on the drive, off the glass for 2.
He loved that matchup against Ignacio.
Is back in Florence. Anderson can't connect on a deep 3. Lane the rebound, and the Lions with it down by 4. Lane goes spinning, got cut off. Fields to the rescue, and he gets fouled by Charlie Williams.
Well above my pay grade, Mike.
All of this under Tony Pujol. And Lipscomb, Casey Alexander. We got a 2-point game late first half. Lipscomb handles the token pressure from North Alabama. Ognacevic, the player of the year in the conference, his last bucket at 15:36 until now. So a dozen minutes between baskets for Jacob Ognacevic. The rebound for the Bisons. Ortiz, the second leading scorer for North Alabama. No points, 0 of 2 shooting, and that big brace on his left non-shooting hand from that injury suffered in the semis. Pruitt, turnaround on the drive on Lane.
Pruitt is not the volume 3-point shooter that Anderson and Powell are. He is much more downhill. What a stop with a dime to pivot and get that shot off.
Fields finds the cutting Bacchus on the baseline with a reverse.
Bacchus has given them good minutes with Williams.
The longer Dante Bacchus. Ognacevic is looking for Pruitt. Now Ognacevic had the guard on him. Ognacevic gets fouled by Dante Bacchus. And that's 2 on Bacchus, who then maybe stood over Ognacevic. And both teams come to the defense of those 2 big. Ognacevic Ognacevic is good on the first. Lenny Acuff was telling us pregame that it's basically been agreed upon, as you get another look at the ending here between Bacchus and Ognacevic, that it was to this school for this year after the knee injury last year.
And I think as a result of that, they just haven't been able to finish. And Lipscomb's done a nice job. You might lose the battle, you might see the rebound, but winning the war is not giving up the basket.
North Alabama can hold for the final shot of this first half, down by 6. Lane gets fouled with 8.8 seconds remaining. Logan Suber spells Grant Asman. We'll see what North Alabama draws up in the hands of Lane with about 9 seconds to go until halftime. Jefferson. Shut off by Pruitt. Got a hoist. Jefferson off target. And the follow is short for Fields off another offensive rebound that comes up empty for North Alabama.
Cornelius Williams back. Only played 10 minutes in that first half with foul trouble.
Sat the final 8:34, 3 in black, here he is. Started his career at LSU, and he goes right to work with the right hand.
He's a difference maker. You know, he's got that ability to post. He's an athlete at the rim.
Fields an absolute stat sheet stuffer. 9 in black for North Alabama. Transferred in, do-everything guy, was the ASUN newcomer of the year. Right back to Cornelius Williams, who scores it and a foul over the top of Williams.
Up over the top.
Started at LSU, then last year at Western. A switch from Cornelius Williams. Joe Anderson played all 20 minutes in the first half. So did Ognacevic. Lenny Acuff riding his guys. Anderson, handoff. Pruitt got fouled on the baseline cut. Second team ASUN. A few weeks ago,
You hate him if he's playing for the other team because of his grittiness, his moxie.
Yes.
It's plural.
You're right.
Bison.
But it's not with a Z. It's not Bison, like some schools. Get it right, Chris. Susie probing on Williams. Wide right. Offensive rebound, stick back Fields.
3-4 guys to the glass. I mean, they have just manhandled Lipscomb in gathering those, and there's a finish.
Boatload of offensive rebounds. You see 11 of them for North Alabama. Pruitt driving on Lane, leans into him, and Lane commits the foul.
And force you to have to put the ball on the floor, and that's a good call. I mean, that's a foul. He fouls.
Stud guard from Huntsville, Alabama. For this North Alabama team, the 2 seed against the 1. Powell, the rescue. Anderson, extra pass. Williams can't hit from long range. Battle on the boards. Ortiz secures. Fields on the crossover, attacking, and he will get 2. Draws a 3rd foul on Charlie Williams.
At Missouri Western. And you and I were talking to Field. He's got to thank Mom for that. He's about 13 minutes away from Alabama.
Susie, 5th-year senior, off the bounce, got fouled by Grant Asman.
Everything to the basket.
Tony's got his roots. What you can't do, go do it. He is trying the floor. Had it roll out. And ripped away by Asman for Lipscomb. Pruitt pushes again. Powell on the baseline drive on Ortiz, and a foul is called, and a shooting foul at that. Foul was on the floor initially with all the contact on the baseline drive. Ortiz to the bench. He's still scoreless. Again, their second leading scorer at in the semifinals. Tay Fields comes up to get it. He's got 8 rebounds and 5 assists. Cornelius Williams spinning again with 2 more on that right block.
They don't have...
Lane on the drive. Matched up with Pruitt. Bacchus the cut. Had it roll off. Fields an offensive rebound, and he got fouled. And he's got a chance to tie it from the free throw line when we... Acuff, the Lipscomb head coach, said to us this morning, he said, going down. Tay Fields at the... Ognacevic. ASUN Player of the Year for Asman, and now Anderson. First step on Jakari Lane. Took the bump, bounces for a cutting Pruitt, and Pruitt gets the roll. trying to flash free. Instead, it's Fields on the baseline. Tay Fields, big jump step. Susi got caught in the air, got it back, shot clock winding down. Lane fires, and he knocks it down. Got it back. Ignacevic is pinned by Tay Fields. Lane navigating into the paint. Susi attacks. Susi ran into Ignacevic and a foul called against Lipscomb. Susi's good on the first. We told you, biggest comeback. Susi makes both.
Anderson's been good. You know, Ignacevic has been shut off, and he's just kind of floating out there.
Anderson hits it and a foul!
Joe Anderson has been on a heater in this tournament. He has come up so big. Plays with such confidence, such moxie, and look at the emotion. I mean, you give him that space, he says, I'm wet in your face. And that's where those two guards, he and Pruitt, like Ignacevic has kind of lost himself in his game a little bit.
Not in this game, dealing with that left hand injury. Fields on the baseline, face-up jumper, no, but a bump on the rebounding action goes against Lipscomb.
You know, sometimes you play zone, whatever type of zone, a 1-3-1, 2-3, you play zone, not necessarily second half. They have really put their heads down and drive.
For North Alabama in the semis, when they squared off with Jacksonville. Jacksonville late, they're up by 1, inside of 12 and a half to go, second half in the ASUN championship game. Joe Anderson around Williams. Shot fake underneath. He scores. How slick is this kid?
Viable to those who know, Mike.
Lane, no on the runner, but he's got the loose ball. Back out Susi. Now Jefferson to the corner. Lane, shot fake in the mid-range. Lane gets it to go. Tony Pujol said to us, we've had to fight off schools who have wanted him after the last couple of seasons. Bacchus, the spin, the score, and a foul. Arm and motioning toward his left elbow. Just something to monitor. Very tough kid. Bama. Where does Lipscomb go for answers? Ignacevic has not scored since halftime. Here he is on the block, jockeying with Cornelius Williams. And a bump from Williams, and he commits his third foul midway through this second half. Is Sam Decker. And he is good on the first, and coming up today at 5 Eastern over on ESPN. Punching a fourth ticket into the men's field. Chris Patola and Mike Monaco are in for Lenny A. Cups Bisons. Ignacevic, he can face you up like this out on the perimeter. And he gets bumped. Maybe not even bumped. He gets hammered by Bacchus. At this point, we'll see when Tony Pujol feels confident to bring him than that and affecting him today. But he goes back in for Bacchus. The ASUN championship. Anderson around Lane, driving dish, Pruitt. He connects. Lipscomb leads. 13 for Will Pruitt. Sag off of Fields. Cornelius Williams comes to get it. A double lurking. Ortiz triggers. Ortiz connects. And his first points put North Alabama back in front. Lane is dogging Powell. Williams had to locate it into the front court. And it's those kind of hectic moments here. Powell the drive and kick. Pruitt off the shot fake, attacks, and he got fouled by Cornelius Williams, who's got 4 as well.
Man, I don't know about that.
7 left. Dante Bacchus picked up his 4th with 9 points. Will Pruitt, meanwhile, makes good on both, and Williams the 5 on the floor for Tony Pujol in North Alabama. Against the zone, Williams turn and go to the cup for 2 and a foul. Big for Lipscomb. Charlie Williams in the process. Can't stamp the three-point. Pruitt out high. And now Ognacevic. Susi on him. Ognacevic on the drive. Kept his footing. Shot clock winding down. Pruitt short. ASUN got fouled, and it's 5 on Cornelius Williams. The league for the best offensive rebounding team in the league departs as due to illness, but healthy now. And he misses both. Anderson, quick cross. Powell, a step on Ortiz. Got some space all alone. Powell knocks it down. Lipscomb by 2. 4-3 for Jossie Powell. Fields not known for his three-point shot, and he missed it when Lipscomb intentionally sagging off of him, and now foul called on Tay Fields. That's his 3rd. Double bonus on both sides the rest of the way. North Alabama's got 2-time coach. Now it is 6th season at Lipscomb. And his best on 6 of 18 shooting for Jakari Lane, one of the best guards at this level in the country. Bacchus playing with 4 fouls, shovels, Susi scores it, 2-point game.
Really nice job. Those 2 guys, Bacchus and Susi, have played really well today.
They've combined for 17 and 8 in their roles for North Alabama. Anderson off the ball screen, left alone. Anderson gets it to go.
Confusion again. The priority is the ball.
5-point game. Lane probing, kicking. Jefferson for Susi. Lane calling for it. Close out from Pruitt. Lane into the mid-range with a slick 2.
That baseline is where he's getting his buckets. You know, the 1-3-1, when he gets in there, that's where he's seeing multiple bodies. One in front of you, one behind that. Really cut off that penetration.
All right, 2 ball screen defense breakdowns for North Alabama. Lipscomb's going right back to it. Anderson has the Ognacevic screen lurking. Kick. ASUN attacks, looking for Pruitt. Shot clock winding down. Pruitt on the face-up. Tough 3. Can't hit. Pruitt got his miss. And he's fouled by Fields. 4 on. Will Pruitt to the line. 79% this year and 4 for this in a program trying to get to the NCAA tournament, and he's made it a 5-point Bison's lead.
Oh, back in man-to-man, going away from the 1-3-1 here.
Lane off the bounce on Powell. 2:15 to go. Bacchus turns it over. Anderson takes it away for 2. Jakari Lane lost the handle. He goes diving for it, and it's a held ball. So they don't say it's a dive on foul.
Gyrations in the movement by Lane.
Extended pressure from North Alabama. Down by 7, and Lipscomb will be deliberate here in the half court. Pruitt and Anderson. Anderson! He connects! Lane driving, and he draws a foul.
The confusion on these ball screens, used to call those punt and threes. He's so wide open, he could punt it in.
Injury or not, more minutes for Jefferson, and he and Fields have gotten caught for the Bisons. Anderson, Powell, and Pruitt trying to break the pressure from North Alabama, and they do with 2 seconds to spare. Powell sensed the trap coming. Now Pruitt approaching the final minute. North Alabama playing this out, down by 8.
This is the last one. We don't need a foul.
Anderson got stripped. It pays off for North Alabama. Susie straight ahead. Good hands by Pruitt. But it will stay at this end of the floor with North Alabama. He's back into the game for Bacchus to supply some scoring and some ball handling. Here is Ortiz. He rises. Ortiz can't hit. Susie soars, got bumped. And it's a foul on Will Pruitt. That's his third. Prudent, Tony Pujol told him, we can make history. It's a blank canvas. Tough day at the line for North Alabama as a team, but it's a split there for Susie. 7-point game. Anderson's a great free throw shooter. Jefferson tried to foul, and they do give it to him with 43.5 seconds to go. And Joe Anderson headed to the...
Mike, if you're both on the same page, in other words, if you communicate, and clearly
Anderson knocks down both, and he's had a huge second half. 16 and a half for Lipscomb. Fields back out for Jakari Lane, who lets it fly. No. Rebound, Ognacevic. 30 seconds to go. Got a foul, and finally North Alabama does, but they can sense it here in Nashville. And what a move it was from Lenny Acuff. He said it kind of gave him PTSD. Well, now they're 30 seconds away from punching a ticket to the dance. Lane, in the final 20-plus seconds, misses from deep. Ognacevic, the loose ball. North Alabama calls off the Dogs, and Lipscomb has done it. For the second time in program history, Lipscomb is headed to the NCAA tournament. The Lipscomb Bisons are the ASUN champions and are headed back to the NCAA tournament. You saw Jacob Ognacevic overcome with emotion, and a fabulous season for North Alabama.